Hello, everyone. It's Sunday, March 6th in Lowell, Massachusetts. Temperature's around 42 degrees. It's a beautiful sunny day. And what I wanted to say today has to do with a lot of things that I'm seeing online concerning the flat earth. I'm not going to give you guys any scientific proof, nor am I going to speculate in anything what other people have to say. But what I do see and what I do experience for myself is the earth is what we live on. It matters if it's flat because we've been lied to all our lives, and that's just not right. But we've been lied to all our lives regarding everything we know as being real in the first place. So why sit there and make an argument of something that we really cannot prove, and all it's going to do is create more of a separation? I am just doing what I feel is correct in my perspective. Now, this is my whole entire point of concern is flat earth talk. It is doing two things. It is causing an argument between two sides, the flat earthers versus the round earthers. It's causing an argument between the scientific community and the non-scientific community. The argument itself is the clash, the separation that we fear and we all face on a daily basis, and we see it as being a real, tangible part of life. And it's okay. We need separation in order to expand and grow and awaken as individuals. Yet, what purpose does the separation serve? Does it serve us in a positive way, or does it serve us in a way that we are not united and arguing amongst each other about something as simple as water being what it is? I mean, it is what it is, and whether we are on a flat earth or in a round earth, it does not make a huge difference because we are here to experience reality in life and expand on our true knowledge. We do not know for a fact, one way or another, if the earth is flat or round because we have not gone up, not 30, 40, 50 miles, but let's go up 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 20,000 miles, and then we could possibly see if the earth is round or not. Because if you look at things through a telescope, and I have, the structure seems to be round. It would only make sense cosmically because the way things are set up, not through gravity, but through electromagnetic fields, they could be either a triangle or round or a square or some form of basic oval, some form of basic geometry. Flat is also part of a basic geometry, but it's completely different if you're looking at it from an esoteric knowledge. I have traveled out of my body several times, and I did not clearly see the earth being flat nor round because it did not particularly take a look. Now, if I choose to make a statement that the earth is round, well, then I would have facts to back it up. And if I choose to have a statement that the earth is flat, then I would try to have facts to back it up as well. In my opinion, all this was begun from an expedition to the Antarctic, I believe, by a Christian minister, and these things become a psychological psyop that is planted in our minds to create separation. Just like most conspiracies are planted in our minds to create separation. Okay? I'm not saying that there's things that are real, and I'm not saying that things that are fake. But what I'm saying is the importance is not to be separated in thought, in mind. Not brain. Brain is completely different. But if we're going to sit there and argue with each other and fight with each other and call each other names, that how are we arguing with each other and creating separation amongst each other? We are creating separation by planting thoughts that do not conform to other people's perspectives. And perspective creates the reality that we exist in. If you open your mind to the possibility that the earth is flat, then it would make sense to you that the earth would be flat. But I am not going to sit there and argue with you, and I'm not going to sit there and call you names or even pick on you for what you know. I'm going to respect you as a being and say, okay, that's your opinion, that is great, but it's not something that I have seen for myself from my own perspective to make it my reality. Same thing for the earth being round. I have not seen that in my perspective, so how can I make that my reality? I'm just existing in beautiful blue skies, nice air, people that are friendly and nice. Every single blade of grass around me is alive, and every single blade of grass around me is a sentient being. But that's my philosophy. That's the way I have come to see this world through my many years of self-awareness. Does that make a difference for you watching this video? Do you question the fact that I believe that every single piece of grass is a living being? That's my perspective. It could be just as wild as the earth being flat, but I'm not, or the earth being round. I'm not going to sit there and worry about that because I am existing in the now. What I am supposed to be doing, I am doing it right now. That's the only thing that really matters. It doesn't matter if the earth is flat, if the earth is round. What matters is the unity of consciousness that creates the environment that we all live under. The creation of consciousness that we all live under is created by us. It is an internal process that we project forward. And that's what my true belief is. And this is not the first time you're going to hear this. And you're going to hear this from many other people. At the same time, how much does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? Now, there's many people out there that meditate, that do yoga, that live a life of a confused person or a happy person or a angry person or a savage. That's great. That's their perspective. That's the way they were meant to live. Mine is one of peace. And that does not make my perspective on this argument or topic any different from anybody else's, because I am not trying to be ignorant in any fact. My mind is most open than anyone I know. And at the same time, it matters. It matters because we all are being lied to in one form or another, and we lie to each other and completely accept it as being reality. Whether the earth is round or the earth is flat, it's still a lie. We don't know. There's nothing wrong with turning inward to understand who and what we are, and that's all that matters. And that's my perspective. And that's what I have come to see as being a reality for me, because I used to be on the other side of the fence where I was living a fake life. No longer. 12 years of clearing my thoughts and clearing my mind and using my brain as a tool instead of an instrument, combined with my heart, makes a big difference in the way you live your life. And you can feel instead of think. It's very important. To feel is more meaningful than to think. It's hard to understand unless you live in those shoes. But once you step in those shoes, you're like, wow, that's a big difference. And that's why I'm feeling that the argument of separation in any cause, in any case, is wrong. It's wrong because we are meant to be one in consciousness, not separated by our thoughts. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with having a great argument, but the argument has to be felt. Because if it's not felt, then it's not united. And if it's not united, it can go many different places, and the variables are basically infinite where it can go, and you're just spinning your wheels in mud and going nowhere and going nowhere and going nowhere because it's never felt. Now, many of you might watch this and say, well, this video is nonsense. That's great. That's okay. Many of you might watch this and say this video makes sense, and that's great. That's okay too. What my main point is, it does not matter if the flat earth is real or the round earth is real, but the ignorance that goes in them lying to us, or the ignorance that goes into us misunderstanding understanding what it is all up to us. Now, as far as I am concerned and with what I've witnessed, most of the images that we see online are CGI. They're computer-generated graphics. Okay, the Earth, cosmic space is a lie to me, but that's my opinion. All right, NASA, I do not trust. European Space Agency, I do not trust. The Russian Space Agency, I do not trust. So who do I trust? Who do I base my information on? Myself. I feel it, and I hear it with my mind, and I examine what I am watching and feeling and hearing, and I come to my own conclusions. Okay? We are all capable of using our minds in a great capacity, but the great lie is that we are ignorant to the truth, and we do not choose to go inward to manifest outward. We just choose to feel the reality that we exist in, and that's a physical form. There's nothing wrong with that. But think what I'm saying. It's very important. It's not ignorance, but at the same time, it is talk of the unknown. That's all it is. We don't know. Until we reach that point that we know, then we really should not be fighting and arguing with each other and making senseless points on either side that really do not mean anything because we don't know. Okay? Thank you for watching. I bid you peace. And please, 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 love each other.